Bilal, your new album is called Airtight's Revenge. So, who is Airtight and what is he getting his revenge on? And how did you come up with this title?
Airtight is an old nickname, and my revenge is just, a way of saying, out of all these years and the obstacles that I've been through in my career, I'm still making music. I'm still here, and I still got that love and drive,
Yeah, I like that. So, what aspects of your life inspired the creative process that led to Airtight's Revenge?
Well, I pretty much draw from everything in life, and my first album came out, I guess, around 2001, I believe, and my follow-up album was Bootleg, and after the bootleg thing happened, my career went on a lot of weird places, and a lot of setbacks happened. So, I draw from everything, adversities and the good, to make what I do, So I accumulated all of that and put it in this album, That's why I would say this album was kind of more darker than stuff I normally have done, maybe.
Right. Miles Davis once said, sometimes you have to play a long time to be able to play like yourself. On your new album, you have a song called Who Are You, which deals with identity. In the 10 years that you have been in the music industry as an artist, writer, musician, do you feel that you have developed more in reflection of who you are, or are you drawing from a lot of outside influences?
Both, you know what I'm saying? I think who I am as a person and who I am as an artist is it kind of blends, but it's also two different worlds, In art, you can create and draw from other things and anything to make what it is that you do. So I would go with both of those.
You once said that you sometimes feel offended by being called Neosoul. Could you elaborate on that? And do you feel that Neosoul is more of a marketing scheme rather than an actual genre of music?
Yeah, I think Neosoul is a marketing scheme, which is exactly why I don't really consider my music that, I think my music is very open-ended style of music that draws from all the genres of music, you know what I mean? But it's definitely soulful, but it's not neo-soul in the aspect that I'm just drawing from 70s music and, trying to make music from that.
Right. How exactly do you think neo-soul kind of limited you as an artist, or maybe spreading your music to another audience?
Well, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I never really considered my music neo-soul, and that's why on my first album, I always tried to work with things that was kind of outside of the box, like Dr. Dre. I don't think Dr. Dre is neo-soul, you know what I mean? Or working with, I don't know, my last album per se, doing a lot of the music that I did. I dealt with a lot of jazz and electronic and just classical. The things that I deal with, I don't think it's in the realm and in the world, of just neo-soul. I think my music is kind of a hybrid of hip-hop. I work with a lot of hip-hop producers, It's that's the way I kind of look at my music and my style.
Off of your new album, I really like the song Levels. It has a very unique sound that is different from your previous album. What was the creative process in the studio for creating this song, and what inspired such a unique sound?
The moment, you know what I mean? On this album, I wrote a lot of the songs at the piano first, and then I created the track around the song after it was written. So on on the song levels, particularly, after I had written the song, we kind of started with the drum beat, and we kind of wanted the track to kind of levitate and float around the actual melody and song. So I guess the way it was created, it was all experimental. I really can't say how we did it because we were just experimenting the whole time.
Do you feel the video is an accurate illustration of the song?
Yeah, I think the video was pressing the boundaries just as I was with the sound of the song. Really trying to create another world and another plane, of sound, and visually it mirrored that.
Your song "Little Ones" talks about a child faced with challenges and the love and strength that a father gives. How personal is this song?
It's very personal, and it's also I write my music to where it definitely has a personal aspect in some way, and then it is in general in a way that it can reach all fathers and all parents, well, in that song in particular. But that's the way I write everything, it's a little bit of me and just a little bit of what I think everybody can draw from,
Right.
And so I'm a father, I have children, I've definitely been using this song as a catalyst to talk about autism, because one of my children has autism, so I try to make my music in a way that it can, if I can put it in it, make it go for a certain cause, it can,
Right. You, like many artists, like you mentioned before, had a project leaked or bootlegged, especially in the internet. How do you balance being an artist and embracing innovative technology while at the same time trying to protect yourself and your art from the same technology?
I don't know, it's a balance in that, especially with the technology getting more evolving every day, you know what I mean? It's different. It's different all the time, so it's a balance in that.
Do you think you'll fully, after having an album bootleg, do you think you'll fully embrace it and see how you can use it as marketing your own projects, or do you think you'll still be more protective?
I think I'll always be protective, but I think I'm definitely gonna have to embrace it, and that's what I've been doing,
I've had the pleasure in seeing you perform several times, and no show is the same. I have described your show as a musical journey to the next level, taking you from church to another planet. When you step on the stage, does the audience influence your show, or is this your own personal personality shining through?
It's both, if the audience gets into the vibe that we have on the stage, it's even better, but I play with a band where we love to play with each other, so we can get into our zone no matter what, and then when we're playing with an audience that's giving us that energy back, it just takes it to another level,
Do you have a favorite song that you like to perform?
I like to play all the songs. I think I get the best reaction when we play sometimes,
Why do you think that's such a popular song and it wasn't even a single?
Because, once again, it's a line in that song for everybody,
Right.
I think people identify with that.
You have worked with a lot of amazing artists like Beyonce and Solange Knowles, Common, Erykah Badu, and Jay-Z, just to name a few. Who haven't you worked with who you would like to collaborate with?
I don't know. There's a few, like, the Kanye or the, I'd like to work with Tom York, maybe,
Right.
There's a few people out there.
How would you describe your career's journey, and is there any advice you would offer to young and inspiring singer-songwriters?
Say it again?
How would you describe your career's journey, and is there any advice you would offer to young singer-songwriters?
My journey has been one that I had to really just stay in it and persevere. You know what I mean? And I think all of the young cats coming into the game, you know, if you have something that you definitely are aware of the sound and how you want to affect your thing. You know, you got to be protective of it, and you have to just hone your skill. You know, so it is what it is, and nobody can come in and kind of shape it into their vision. You know, so I'd say just really know your vision and what you want to do.
Is there anything about your career or journey that you would change if you had the opportunity?
If I had the opportunity to change anything?
Anything about your career?
Anything about my career? You know, I would love to be, you know, have more. I would have loved to at this point have more records out. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I don't believe my journey is done by any means. You know, so I look at my career every day as something that's budding, you know, and growing.
Right. What is your opinion on the state of music today, and what are you currently listening to in your iPod?
I think music today is gearing and going towards more of I'd say a pop kind of a sound, an electronic kind of a nature to it. I like electronic sounds, and I also like the blues too. So I think I always kind of find a medium in that. Even in the stuff that I listen to, I'm listening to everything from, you know, all styles of music. Everything from Apex Twins to, you know, U2 to, I like this group Ariel Pink, to, you know, old school hip hop, new school hip hop, Kid Cudi, CeeLo. You know, I listen to everything. Okay. But I still listen to my old school stuff too, you know.
Right. What can we expect in the coming year from Bilal?
More music, you know. More music, more shows.
Any new stuff that will be maybe available to us online, or are we going to have to come to your shows to get the new stuff?
Well, as of now, I'm just focusing on this album, and then I'm going to go back in the studio and possibly start on a new project pretty soon. But right now, you can just come to the shows. Like you said, every time we do a show, it's different, so